All aboard!
Welcome to episode 54. This week we talk about the Kavanaugh confirmation. Will this man ever make it to the Supreme Court? Also, this week we will talk about Bill Cosby going down. We talk about Cat Williams taking flack. We talk about Tiffany Haddish. Nah, none of that stuff. We talk about serious things. This week we're talking about the Pelon and Chubby series show number 4. Does the thing go down or not? Pelon goes out to town and checks out some local comedy. Adam Richmond is in town. These are the things that are happening in week number 2, series number 2, episode number 54. This is Pelon and Chubby. Check us out.
Activate.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with your hosts Rich Salas and Guy Murray, talking about comedy and everything that crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
And we're live.
And we're live once again.
Hello and good evening and welcome to another episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show. Thanks for joining us. Episode number 54. I guess it's season 2. Episode 2 is the whatever, but if you're keeping track, it's episode number 54. And
He's keeping track.
I am Rick Salas.
I'm Guy Murray.
And I'm Mark the Blind Guy.
Yeah.
And we are without Jay the Fever Man. He is doing family stuff
Open
or doing
mic.
somebody in the family. I don't know.
Open mic stuff,
But
probably.
he is otherwise occupied.
Occupado.
He's more important than our shitty little show. So,
Hey, you keep your criticism to
hey,
yourself,
but
sir.
have fun there, Jay. We'll see you next week.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
if we don't move the
I'm
studio.
just making a little cocktail, and I'm ready to roll now.
Hell, I'm got his liquid libation. He's feeling a little bit.
So last night I ventured out into the public.
The wild blue yonder.
The public.
It was a full moon.
And was it?
I don't know. You ventured out? No. Anyway.
Yeah, and the only reason I went out was because Adam Richmond gave me a call and said,
Come on.
come and hang out.
Come
So,
on, man.
and he happened to be in Oceanside last night.
Oceanside.
I'll tell you what, man, the venue for me doesn't work. But
Too young?
But
Too hairy?
No, it's just too small.
The Grenadier or the Pelon?
The privateer?
Privateer?
I
Grenadier?
heard. No. I heard they're shutting down the bar next to the Regal. Is that true?
The who?
The bar next to the Regal.
What is the Regal?
The Fire and Water, the one there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Firewater got shut down.
Got
Okay,
gone.
why?
Too many
Fights.
phone calls to the police.
Yeah.
They had like
Even though there's a
200
foot station
and-
like right across the street.
200 and something. You know what, man? You cater to that crowd, and that's going to happen. I feel bad for
With
the
the
people
movie
that work
crowd?
there.
They come out
People
of the
that
movies
own
pissed
that?
off that they spent $15 on a movie and they want to get rage?
No, it's
Oh.
fucking...
That place is garbage.
Dude, you don't know if you're going to get stabbed in that.
Yeah, it's
motherfucker.
garbage, man. It's scary.
But I feel bad for the chick. She was a bartender and another...
And yeah, they
and
put some
then-
money, plugged
yeah,
it down.
got some money, bought the thing, and then you don't get a refund if you have your ABC license snag. That's
No.
80 G's
80 G's.
because she has a full liquor license. So
Catering to those animals.
I'll tell you what, man. If you have that much money invested, it's almost like I feel bad for the girl, but shame on you for
Allowing
put
that to go
cooler-
down.
Put that cooler on the ground, Mark.
Oh, okay.
Just right there.
Mhm.
Put it on the ground next to you.
Sexy.
So yeah, I feel bad for her, but when you got that much money invested, you have something as valuable as that. It's 80 grand to 100 grand. It's not easy to get.
The right crowd in the door?
You have to be the adult. You have to be the owner, the boss in this situation.
yeah, definitely.
And
What do you do?
And be smart, man. Change your clientele, dress up the place a little bit or something. Do something.
Yeah.
Oh, did it look that bad?
But keep the fuckers out. It's just trash, man.
That was,
They just got
There's
86.
some cool people that go there, but for the most part, just
It was a transient hangout. Okay, no, yeah.
just a little too ghetto. But they would have the fucking hip hop nights and all that. When are people going to learn that you kind of
Hip hop nights.
You got to stop doing them. You can't. They've
can't.
never been successful. Rookies had to stop doing it. That place used to be packed on Thursday nights. They used to call it Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursday, yeah.
But they would sell it as, the $1 beer night and all that. Like, that's why they're coming. No, fuckers, that's not why they're coming. You know, it was the black hookup night. Come on. Everybody knows that, you know.
Gateway drug to a crazy weekend.
So, I mean.
Grand opening?
People getting stabbed.
Grand
people
closing.
Getting shot. And then finally they said, maybe we should stop doing it.
Mm-hmm. Have biker nights. They were just
They still do it.
They still do the biker thing.
I don't understand that either. They're riding bikes. They're not going to be drinking. They don't attract anybody to the place. People don't think they're fucking cool. I don't know, man. What do I know? I'm sitting here in a fucking studio.
In my studio.
Whatever,
In my house.
What do I know?
With the mini bar.
But I mean, let's see, if we were in position, it was our club.
I wouldn't do none of that bullshit, man.
You wouldn't cater to no themes and bullshit.
You know what? Hey,
it would probably be 50 and older if it was his club. You would have to have at least gray hair on both heads.
I will tell you this. I don't like the old people, man. They bitch and moan about everything. They don't spend any money.
It's too cold in here.
Fuck them. They're too demanding.
Music's too loud.
Yeah, no. I want the young crowd.
What would you have, the geriatric crowd in here?
No. I don't like old people. I fucking hate old people. So I'm definitely not my crowd.
But I wouldn't cater to the millennials.
But fuck them too.
You have a bunch of dumbass 20-year-olds in there?
No, I would cater to the people that are interested in having a good time and spending money. You know, but I would have, I'll tell you this, the guys working the door are going to be dressed with shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Look respectable.
Oh, shit.
And if there's anybody that's like questionable that's coming in, they look at me and I say yes or no.
No, okay.
You know, we go old school. Like, you know, when they used to come up to the door at the club and like, no, you're not getting in.
Yeah, not tonight, buddy.
No.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
They'll understand. They'll walk away. No beef.
I don't give a fuck
They'll
if you think
understand.
I'm discriminating.
Oh, come on, Rick.
Whatever. Guess what?
I got my girl, man. We saved all week to come to your show. Man.
I have the right to reserve.
Reserve.
Right to
refuse service.
Refuse service for no fucking reason, no apparent reason other than it's mine's.
Yep, mine's.
I own it.
It's mine's. Jeff Bobby Gringo, thanks for stopping in.
I am
What's
not
up there, Bobby?
allowing you in. Anyway, so I went over there, and I was so hoping that bitch wouldn't be there.
Oh, but it's her show.
Heather. She wasn't there.
What?
Apparently, her and the fucking supposed Navy SEAL are out honeymooning because they never.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So,
but she just had a show.
Whatever.
Okay, whatever. That's cool.
So
she wasn't there. That's
so
cool.
I walk in and I see Corey. He's filling in for
Okay,
it, right?
that's good.
And it was great. We sat down, had a great conversation.
Good time.
Yeah, no, it was cool. And cool guy. And then Adam came on, and you know, deal with Adam. Duke killed at our shows. It was hard to say at Wildwood because a fucking miserable place can't get anybody to show up. It's like we're trying to build their business and ours at the same time.
Right.
It's fucking impossible. So I'm really, really, really considering moving to another venue. We just have to find somewhere to have it, you know, somewhere that's a decent place to begin with, and we can add to it, you know.
Yes.
So anyway, when I thought that Adam couldn't get any better, he was even better than I've ever seen him before.
Wow.
Where?
He absolutely destroyed that crowd, which, just to set it up for you, you know, he is on the little bit of the abrasive side. He a little on the crude side, languages, you know. But I mean, nothing is like overdone. It's just there. And the crowd was predominantly tree huggerish, wine and cheese-ish.
Wine and cheese.
Grayish.
Jesus Christ.
You know, when you walk in the room, you look around and be like, yeah, this is not
so much. Okay.
my
cup of tea?
Well, if I was ordering a crowd, that wouldn't be the crowd I'd be ordering.
Okay.
But dude went up there, man. The reaction after he was done was unbelievable. Like hooting, hollering, clapping, loud. Like, thank you very much. We had an enjoyable time.
Right on.
Yeah, dude, I was like, man, dude, killed it. So we sat there before the show and we were talking about doing the road tour up in Northern California. And I was explaining to him that's 5 shows. We got to sell roughly 1,500 seats over the 5 shows.
Yeah.
That's the 300 a show,
seat,
which is a little more than half filled. The venue holds 550. So I'm just asking for, a little over half of the place to be filled. And 1,500 seats, the ticket price, I want to keep it, pretty $20-ish. But I don't know. And I was talking to him and I'm like, I don't know if he can sell, if he's the name that can sell 1,500 seats. But I guarantee the people that show up will not be disappointed.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. And then these other fucks, it's like the gap between, like, say, him and some of these other people is like astronomical.
Mm-hmm.
Like it jumps from, say, paying him $5,000 or $3,000 or whatever, to $50,000. I mean, it's like it's not even close. But how do you relate to the people up there when you're marketing this thing, you're advertising this thing? How do you tell them? How do you prove to them? How do you convince them to show up and that they're going to see the greatest show? Okay, the name might not be the most recognizable. He was on Last Comic Standing. He was, he's done some stuff. He tours nationally. I mean, but how do you sell this thing?
Well, what was the formula before for you? When you built the shows, you had sponsors that pretty much cover everything, limos and everything like that.
Right.
Your selling point to them was?
They just did it on GP kind of, like they had, they seen the success of the show. They seen people show up. Plus they liked us.
Right.
And, so they give us money. And then our buddies owned the restaurant. It was a little bit of a trade.
Right.
Because we'd have the pre-party, dinner, and then the after party there. And I'll tell you what, man, our after parties at their bar and restaurant rival some of their biggest nights that they've had in that place.
So epic of folklore, reminiscent of the good old days.
Right.
How do we capture that flame and do that again? Duplicate that?
A lot of people still live there. They know the product that we, bring. The show's gonna, he'll do an incredible show.
Okay.
And we also went out there and did, guerrilla marketing. Had a backpack on, handed out flyers, hand sold tickets.
Right on.
We did it. We did TV, radio, newspaper, so we spent a little money on that too.
Yeah.
So it was, it was good stuff.
Okay.
We might be able to, I hadn't thought about it, but she would actually probably do pretty good up there if we could somehow get her in the mix for that show. Like on her tour. Oh, yeah. We tag team, with her people and us and have, I don't know. Anyway, so we can have a show of people that have been seen on Last Comic Standing.
Right on.
Because we got enough of those people we know. I'll tell you what, we can go up there and have a show with some of the best, let's say, relatively known comics. And I guarantee you the people will feel like paying double after they see the show. It'll be that good.
That's awesome.
But getting them there initially is the hard part. For 5 shows. That's a gamble. I think could work. You know, the town is not that big, so the key is getting people from the other towns nearby to go. So how do you market it and get it out there where you can have enough people show up? So anyway, I don't want to bore these people with that, but that's kind of we had a conversation about that, and he's in. He said he will help with the marketing part of it, all that stuff. You know, we talked about our ultimate, or you know, my ultimate goal is to open up a comedy club here in North County. So we talked about that,
Right.
and I was like, "Dude, you're a Jew. You got
some
a bunch of Jew friends with money. Pull some strings, dude, make it happen." Anyway, so yeah, we had a long conversation about that shit too. So yeah, it was good though, man. I'm glad I went. He like I said, he absolutely destroyed.
When was that again? That was
last night.
Last night. Okay.
Yeah, so I had a few cocktails, obviously. Whether I need it or not, I can't help myself. Sorry about
Just
the
can't
noise
help myself.
for 2 seconds.
I just can't help myself. I just can't seem to get enough for you.
So yeah, it was cool. It was nice. So anyway, I did that. What else? That's pretty much it. I haven't done nothing. My buddy's coming down here tomorrow from the Bay Area. Raphael will be here tomorrow
Mr.
night.
Solano.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see him. I haven't seen him in a while.
What y'all gonna do?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't drink or anything anymore.
Don't drink, don't smoke,
So we're
don't
just going to hang out. I mean, what do people do that don't drink and smoke?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I don't care. I'm
I'm
going
gonna do what I'm gonna
That's
party
his
like
decision.
I never partied before.
Yeah, that's his decision.
Nice.
You know, good for him.
If he's gonna hang loose,
But,
hang loose. I'm gonna do me.
Here's a man who will pop a beer during a eulogy. No.
Shit.
No.
His eulogy.
I don't have a problem with it. Coming down with his girlfriend, you know.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Watch her be
So what,
drinking.
Mark? How's your weekend or week's been since? we've
Oh,
seen
dude,
us?
the weekend was epic.
Yeah.
Actually, Saturday went down and seen Doobie Brothers, Zach Brown, and the Eagles in concert.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Old Deacon Fry stepped up to the baton and picked up after his dad, so
Yeah.
it worked out for him.
Good show.
Oh man, phenomenal.
I wanted to go. That's a show I wouldn't mind
That
going
was
to.
a badass show, man. They came up and said, we're going to play 2.5 hours of music for you because we can.
Because we
So,
can.
dude, every one of their songs was a hit, man.
Hey, you ever watch those festivals they have, and there's like just a sea of people? You're like, holy fuck! This
Yeah,
gotta
just
be like,
just on the field
right,
was about 10,000 people.
right.
Wow.
So you
And
like,
another 10,000 up in the stands.
and they're packed in there like assholes to
Yeah, sardines.
Yeah. So you ever thought like, how do you
45 minutes
piss?
to get a beer. It costs you $50
Where do you
fucking
go?
dollars.
How do you piss or whatever? You know.
The line was like,
Fuck.
Yeah, no, they have the facilities on the outskirts and everything like
But
that.
how do you even get through all that?
You can excuse yourself and get the fuck
Oh
out of
my
there. But
God, dude.
you're like, oh God, the show's about to
I mean,
start.
they're
And then
packed
it's a
in
3
there.
hour
it's so
fucking
different than
sets.
walking
It's
through Smitty's on a busy night. How the hell do you get through that? I mean,
Act like you're gonna throw up.
Oh, I gotta go.
People clear the way quick.
Is that what you look like? That's not.
It looks like the Red Sea party. Fucking.
Or you
Let
can
him
act,
go. Let him go.
He's gonna blow.
or you can act like a beggar and be shaking a can of coins. Change, buddy, change. Everybody gets the fuck away from you.
In the old days, you could just grab a handful of ass and they would like jump out of the way. And then they're like, yeah, you're a dick, you know.
You're a pervert.
No big
Nowadays
deal.
they stop and turn to see who's grabbing.
Yeah, now everybody has their video cameras out and recording it. And
And
Well,
a
the
fight
Snapchat
ensues
videos,
and call the cops. You're Hold it. Citizen's arrest, buddy.
I don't even think she's cute. I just wanted to use the bathroom.
I'm trying to get through this crowd.
I figured that, fucking goose or she'll move.
Oh, my God.
They don't even use that word no more, kids.
Goose.
Yeah. What's that?
Goose.
I don't know.
Grab
Goose.
some.
Slay the goose.
I remember the first time I ever saw that, man. It was
What, a
at the
goose?
beach. And some dude, this chick that we knew, we hang out with and stuff. Dude walks by her and grabs her ass, but I noticed the middle finger make its way in
Disappear.
Wow.
like grab it like that, and I was like, oh jeez.
Where'd it
I
go?
had to be like maybe 12, 13 years old, so I'm like, fuck, look at that.
Right on.
Yeah, I never seen anybody do the finger action with the ass grabbing. That was a new one.
No one for me. I learned something new today.
You got a 6-pack of
That was crazy. Shit that people
And they like that, actually. I'm sure they do.
Joe Rover's watching. Keith Sedgwick, what's up, man? Jeff Poppy Gringo, Reggie Rodriguez. How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. We are the Pelon and Chubby Show here every Wednesday, 6:30. We're just going over like what happened throughout the week. We don't see each other during the week. We don't hang out. We are friends, sort of.
A collection.
On
a
Wednesdays,
collective.
we're friends.
Buddies.
But they do, everybody does their own thing throughout the week. So we take the first few minutes of every show to kind of just catch up and see what's going on in the world and in our worlds. And so Mark's just talking about his week, having a good week, went to the Eagles concert. So just trying to catch you up to what's going on. Last night, I went to see Adam Richmond and hopefully future things. So what else, Mark? You went on a bike ride? I saw Mark last night. He got a little tuned up.
Yeah, that was fun. Got a little tuned up. It was good stuff.
Yeah, he was ripe.
Nice and ripe.
Yeah.
I had 2 beers. They're just only 10%. No. No?
Okay.
Things?
So yeah,
Like Jeepers Creepers?
and then you went on a ride this morning.
Yeah. I climbed up Alga.
Yeah.
El
Hey,
Camino,
does the guy in the
Alga.
front know if you
Are pedaling or not?
if you like fall asleep and just like
You are connected on the left side with the Kevlar belt. The 2 cranks are connected.
right.
If he doesn't pedal, I know. If I don't pedal, he will know.
Right. But your legs could keep on moving
No.
with the crank.
You're going to keep on moving on a bike and fall asleep. I mean,
it just
if
depends how,
you could do this, that's some amazing fucking talent. But
Dude,
I don't see myself falling asleep on a bike
it depends
while
on
pedaling.
how rough your night was, dude.
No, dude, I don't care how rough my night is. I'm still going to pedal it. You know, you're burning off all that beer by the time you're halfway through the ride anyway, man. That's fine. That's like, sweat that shit
Well,
out.
better you than me.
Well, that's why I went for you. No,
you made up for the lost time. That's awesome.
So
That's
what's
awesome.
up? What's up, guy? Other than getting it in last week, what?
Get it in this week.
That's the question.
It's
Did the love affair continue?
it's,
To be determined.
It's still hot and happening.
Bothered.
You must have
Bothered.
put in some good work.
I got a great reference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's and then we're getting to that age where we
Don't give a
perfected things, and we don't get fucked.
Oh,
fuck. Right?
that's nice. That's nice. Love's in the air.
Love is in the air, so are the legs and everything.
Ah.
Love is in the air.
I never thought of that verse.
Right.
But it's been good, and then since then, just trying to put pen to paper. I'm starting to write jokes again.
How's that working? Eminem.
It took a beef. It actually took a conceptual show, one of the battle shows, to spur me to writing again.
Did I hear knocking?
Huh?
Nope. We're good.
No, we're fine. We're not expecting it. Oh, you get a
Well,
phone
I am,
call.
but I'll get a
Inspections. Oh. So you took a conceptual belief and
So I took a conceptual pen to paper and started writing. Actually went from my usual method of just writing bullet points to actually writing the whole joke out and everything so I could see it on paper, so it makes more sense. And I actually got some new stuff. Really good stuff. And I test marketed on Facebook. Fuck social. But yeah, it's hitting. So I just want to get on a stage somewhere and do it live, do it to it. Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing is when you're writing, is to get out there and try it out and tweak it up, and to see what works. The crowd will let you know.
Yeah, they'll definitely immediate.
We saw that on social. Oh,
like I've been writing and stuff, and sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, this is genius," and I'll get out there on the stage, and people are like,
not so much. Not so much.
Yeah, no, I'd be doing that too, typing up Braille, and then I'd be realizing
I'm the only one that can read it.
Exactly. You see,
and then you realize it wasn't really Braille; it was Brill.
But
Brillo pad.
I figure it out.
You figure it out. Yeah, that's
so.
good. That's awesome. And that's hot.
It was.
That's delicious.
That's so tasty, right?
Right?
You look like you're enjoying that. Mm-hmm. This episode has been brought to you by not going to say their name. Hey, we still looking for that outreach.
Hair of the dog.
The hair of the dog. Yeah, these are Modelos. You got to turn those labels around. Turn those labels around.
So what else? That's about it?
That's about it, man. To get around, we're still going through the voyage at my work with trying to identify or reconnect who our customers are. And so it's giving me a better idea of actually who I'm helping. And then I help with the preparation for the AIDS walk, which is this weekend. So
people who have helping AIDS or?
Yeah, we're contributing to
AIDS
and mostly the community, the San Diego AIDS
epidemic.
You don't hear about it as much anymore.
Oh no!
I mean, is it still
or AIDS? Oh, AIDS is still a thing.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It is a
I
big
posted
thing.
it because people are living with it now. Not so many people are dying from it.
Is it that the medication?
It no longer kills you. You just live miserable.
It still kills because people go untested, unchecked, and everything until it's too late. They should be shriveling up and falling off.
Is it just not? Is it just not like the cool?
It's not. Everybody's it's not the epidemic. It's not the epidemic of choice. It's not the.
Well, I don't know.
It was one of those phases that went away.
It's like the causes. It's not a cool cause anymore to be a part of.
Well, with the
Charlie Sheen,
with the expansion of the LGBTQ XYZ community, that talk of the fear and everything like that. They shift the conversation. They don't talk about the sicknesses. They talk about the outrage and the everything else. They don't talk about the sickness anymore. But AIDS is still a thing. And so we're going down there and we're going to go do a walk. And we were thinking about how our company was founded, and our founder, she was a very big push movement in San Francisco in the original gay active rights community up there. And so we just. Well, just we got to do it again. We got a smaller group than when we first started it. But it's like, come on,
Wouldn't you want to be like
on a part of
the last person of this group, or maybe way far ahead? Or
well, in a walk, and this was like this is a 5K, 4K run walk, and so I'm walking. I'm not running.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to be in the front of the pack, or if you got a big group of people, you want to stay with your group and come together because they announced the groups at the end. I know what he was doing.
Okay.
I'm not going there. Nice one, Mark. I saw that one coming. Yeah, nice try, buddy. Nice try. You can even hear yourself now,
Rick
right?
gave it away. No,
I
saw that.
Yeah. So,
you don't get rear-ended.
You don't want to get rear-ended on those.
No.
I thought something like if there's an outrage
or
somebody's
part of the
protesting.
Club.
That they throw like semen-filled balloons, or I don't know. I don't know.
Huh?
I was afraid someone would be protesting, but the whole this is down in North Park.
Who even thought of that?
Well, if
the
you're
same
outraged,
person who
then you
thought
don't want
about
that in your
poking the
community.
kid
If you don't,
in the
walk
theater.
through a crowd and start poking people with ammonium needles and stuff like that,
doing
or
that in the
tainted stuff
theater.
like that. So yeah, but if you don't want that in your gotta stop that. If you don't want that in your community, you go out there and you protest. How you gonna protest when you got thousands, almost hundreds of thousands of people walking around supporting it? We're at an epidemic proportion of people, and they're outraged for certain things.
And all the zombies are down there having it.
What are they outraged about? They don't like the lifestyle. They don't. Oh, you brought this upon yourself. So you go out there and protest.
I mean, I don't like it, but
you're not going to go out there to their thing and piss on their party.
Why the fuck am I going to waste any of my time going out there?
Well, okay, so face incrimination, getting your ass whooped by a bunch of firefighters. But it's like,
dude, I don't even care about it. Why would I even waste like a half hour of my time?
But there are some people that are so consumed with their hate and their anger that they would actually show up and protest. Right.
It's these people that talk about loving one another and treating people like you want to be treated.
And then on the weekend,
then they go out there and do this.
They're the first one to start swinging.
So I don't. Everybody knows my stance on.
It don't bother you. You just don't want to see it
on gay and all that. But the reaction that these people have towards it is not okay. It's not acceptable. It's not godlike, So what are you doing, man?
I mean, where are we at in it? I heard
you're just as bad.
I heard it's part of your genes now. I don't know. I don't know how far it's came.
They don't sell jeans at the store with gay in them.
That's what I thought, but people said it's in their genes. So
Yeah.
Well, we could have an open discussion about that, but it's not. I don't want to have this conversation again. Yeah, who sells those jeans?
Yeah, it's just what people choose to support, and
freestanding jeans.
I don't understand. Like somebody could be selling an inferior product, doing a service that's inferior, do whatever,
drug dealing,
and because they're gay, the rest of the gay community supports them. Or if you're not gay, then the gay community won't support your business.
Vilified. I like that.
Good. And all it is because how fucking hypocritical is that? You want people to see you as a normal human being,
as an equal,
with no faults.
There's never going to be equality. There's never going to be.
Well, I don't think people are equal. That's like these people saying they should get equal pay in movies. No, stupid. You're not the star. You're not the one that's selling tickets. That guy is. So it's not because you're a chick. It's because you're fucking not as important as him. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves him. They could care less about you or who's playing the other role. So either you take the league minimum and shut the fuck up, or fucking go shovel shit somewhere else.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Take care now.
It just doesn't make sense to me. We should get equal pay. Really?
Equal pay?
So if two guys are in a movie, they should get the same pay?
This should be.
Who's this?
I don't know.
I'm guessing Jorge the Jew, or
I don't recognize the number.
Huh? Hello?
Joe's abortion clinic. You rape him, we scrape him.
Hello? Yeah, who's this?
Should put it on speakerphone.
Uh-huh.
Gotta go. See you later, bye.
This is your neighbor. Your chickens are in my tree.
Yeah, right now it's not a good time.
Don't want to know? Don't want to know. Thank you.
Asking for fucking donations for some other bullshit cause.
What's the cause?
What was the cause?
I didn't even want to.
AIDS?
I didn't even
don't want to know.
Was it AIDS?
No, something in Encinitas, so it's probably something unimportant.
Oh.
The Amish Tic Tac comes.
So they
wanting to raise their plates $15 more.
I've been getting all these phone calls like, are you tired of the government doing this and this and this?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I put your phone number on a survey website so I can get more points for our advertisement.
Well, aren't they just calling registered voters?
No.
So they say if this candidate...
Yeah, no, they know everything about you, but then they start
searching. If this candidate believes in this, can we count on your vote?
They go for
for the election.
Facebook.
And I was like, I don't know. This is the first time I heard of this person. And okay, they believe in that, but I needed to see the whole package before I can say, yes, I'll vote for that person.
That's what she said.
That's why I don't understand this whole thing of just voting your party. Like, okay, you don't agree with everything this person, but they're Democratic, so I'm a
yeah. But then it's like the whole thing with the propaganda and the smear campaigns. That's politics is ridiculous. I mean, we have to look at even our current events with the Kavanaugh thing. It's not a judicial portion.
What is going on with that, man?
First of all, if the school, man. Okay, the Democrats did definitely do it as a staggering blocking methodology to his confirmation. But it's on all levels. Why is this such a big deal, though? Do we use the Me Too and the young lady that was involved in this accusation who can't pinpoint the actual date, don't remember the details, but he did this, and this to me, covered my mouth so I couldn't scream.
But how does this turn into a woman's thing?
Well, no, that was their last resort.
No, but all these women are coming out, not the ones that are claiming to be victims, but like on TV and stuff, and like, how are you just brushing this aside? And
well, no, because they want this. It's still their stage,
right?
It's still their stage.
They're all crying. Is this how we do the women? And blah, blah, blah. Look, man, the kid was in high school. That's what you do in high school, man. You drink, you play grab ass. Come on, it wasn't as traumatic as you're making it out to be. Look at people that act like that do those kind of things. They don't just one day stop.
Nope.
They keep on doing it, and they get outed eventually. So this guy was not the sexual predator that you're trying to. How can this guy have the record that he has and all that stuff? Come on. And it would have surfaced sometime. Is there anybody in college coming out and saying that he did anything?
Yeah. Is there anyone else? How come she's the only one?
There's 3 people.
But now there's supposedly. 3. Now there's 3.
Yeah, which are just limelight chasers. Fucking.
It's called gaslighting.
Whatever.
But it's also that, the witch hunt continues. But if that's the methodology of the college, that particular fraternity, it can be the atmosphere around that. But if he was just happened to be in that place where this stuff is going down, and the woman's details, you don't even have to prove it. So they're sitting there telling him he has to disprove it, and it's too flimsy of a defense. But if you can't sit there and can't disprove it, then how factual or actual are those?
Let me ask you this.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Do you want a party running your country that will stoop to this level of basically lying and creating false accusations about somebody? They'll go to that extent just to take control.
Well, and they do it on both
sides. I don't care
sides.
if you call it politics or not.
Politics. It's ridiculous, but you can
have. Is that what you want?
You can have a filibuster, stop things in Congress to keep progress from a particular bill that's not covering the interest for everybody. They do certain things to keep laws from being passed, and these type of things. So yeah, the parties effectively are. It's why are there only 2 parties when it comes down to the actual vote? Why? What happened to the Green Party? What happened to the, independents and all of that stuff? It still
I think
comes
we should
down to
abolish the whole. Why did we ever do that?
I like the fact that we can actually be involved with the process, but when it comes down to it, the Electoral College, they get to make the decision.
Well, but I mean, why do we have this division of Democratic Republic? Why? Why is it necessary?
The 2-party system,
right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We have them to handle the majority because majority rule. But, I got people that sit on the fence with what they do support, what they back, and they will not budge on some things and issues. But they only do it when it serves them.
LGBT members.
Or say you've got a very affluent black politician who's pushing things through, but the second he steps out of line or gets caught up in something else, then the whole party switches.
She said she was 20.
She said she was 20.
Anyway.
So it's all power plays, everything that he's reaching and guessing. But so the whole thing. But once you get confirmed for the Supreme Court, right, you ain't going nowhere, dude. You're on there. I mean, Clarence Thomas, man, he went through. They tried to drag that dude through the dirt with the Anita Hill, one woman, right, one man, consensual, and he sat there flat out. Said,
was it?
I did.
Was it?
I did not. He could have been like Marion Barry could have been caught in a sting operation with a crack pipe in his mouth. I knew y'all were doing a sting operation.
He said he didn't.
He said absolutely not. And she had very specific description of his junk, the place, time, location, confirmation with receipts.
And he's a judge.
And he is on the freaking...
Isn't he the one that hasn't,
He hasn't really rested on any major decisions.
The president,
the Supreme
gets away with
Court,
crap like that. The judge.
But again, the Supreme Court, they oversee and they rule on all these important laws. They throw out cases left and right. 250. Shit.
Didn't somebody say
she was a case?
Didn't somebody say that he hasn't done anything?
There was a woman that said no.
He hasn't. Since Clarence Thomas has been in...
He hasn't sat on a case. He hasn't made any critical decisions. He's sat middle of the road on almost everything. Swaying most of the votes and judgments went to the rest of the panel. So, he's just there. Collecting. And across this particular... Kavanaugh is... He's spot on for everything else that everybody that's on that damn panel is made of. All the same gumption of stuff with checkered past, maybe, Probably just a little bit of business school and a little bit of legal, but not an attorney. But he gets the recommendation and push from a president that everybody's beefing with because it's midterms and Congress. So the Democrats throw this smear on the situation just to raise cause to stop an appointee to the U.S. frickin' Supreme Court.
And I don't think we care one way or the other.
When it gets down to it, there's still 13 other people on that panel.
Right. But I'm saying, as far as our show,
we don't care.
We don't have an agenda.
We don't have an agenda.
We don't care.
And, whatever I say here tonight is not the views that are discussed on this show does not represent Rick or the blind guy. These are my views. What say you? But, it's like just clearing the air. It's people will talk, and when it comes down to business, when we've got to perform or to produce, are they going to produce? Are they going to produce? This show is being recorded, being broadcast simultaneously. But when we get down and get all the fine details, and this episode is history, somebody's going to listen to it, and they're going to get a piece of information or some nugget, and it's just a little insight. No, when Rick runs for office, we're not voting for that bastard. Anyway. I couldn't. I actually, my wife said I couldn't.
But if it was Rick and Trump, who would you do?
Rick versus Trump. What would you do?
I would vote for Trump.
I would vote. He's got things figured out.
He's got loot.
He's got things figured out.
So it's funny how the news kind of twisted a little bit.
I think we need some comedians up there. I mean, the one that we have is just too.
He's too polished.
He's too comical. I mean, we need some new laughter up there.
You know what, man?
Every time he comes out on the world stage, he just gets laughed at.
Yeah, but I heard what he said and everything, and
no one else has done that.
I don't think
no one else has got laughed at by the world stage.
But I don't know that it was. I think that the news is taken out of context and spinning it to like he was laughed at and made fun of.
Well,
I think that was his intent, to make light of it in a way.
That's what he said, though.
What?
He wasn't expecting that.
He said, that was my intent to make you guys laugh on that.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Well, I don't know if he expected that response.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that response, and that's why he said, I wasn't expecting that response, and then he got a second roar.
But I don't think he meant it in the way that they're spinning it.
Well,
he's just a windbag, and he likes to pat his own back.
There you go. But at the same time, he's doing what no other administration's done, no other leader in such a short period of time.
Yeah, and take everybody's 401k. I heard that he just reversed that, saying that we can take your 401k now without you knowing.
Okay, so with that though, given all the bad things and all the falsehoods that he's done, all the things that he's backtracked on or hasn't really completed, they've got on record over 5,000 plus falsehoods or negative things. But yet,
falsehoods,
lies, manipulations.
I wouldn't want to live in that neighborhood.
Oh, a falsehood? Hell yeah! There must be there must be a shanking every night in falsehood.
What hood is that?
Is that in Chicago?
But it's in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Oh,
but of the 5,000 that they've got on paper that he's backtracked, didn't follow through or what have you, falsehoods, expansion, lying about the size of his inaugural parade and stuff like that, he's still getting work done. He's drained the swamp. He's got people. What's up, Brett Austin?
What's Brett saying?
Brett says, I'd even been on there earlier, but Kevin was raping me. That's dope. That's dope right there.
Yeah, there you go. Keep learning.
Keep learning, buddy.
Keep watching the show, bro.
Keep. There you go. So yeah, no, it's
have
just
a cocktail with me, Brett.
It's simply just a placement. People are so done with the.
I'm just glad I could give a fuck about any of this stuff. I really don't.
Rick just threw his panties on the stage, basically. Essentially, okay, it happened. Let's go, Mo. Let's move on.
I'll tell you what.
Let's get to work.
It doesn't matter who's in office, fuckers.
Let's get to work.
No.
It doesn't matter. When are you going to learn that it doesn't matter what you think? It doesn't matter who's in office. Whatever the money decides is going to happen in this country, that's what happens. Do you not watch these shows and stuff?
I would like the money to come our way.
No, well, it's not going to happen, fucker.
Well,
look,
what the fuck?
The reason they have the money is because they're smarter, and they put themselves in a position where they control the world.
Yeah, rip everybody off legally.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about you.
All right, I'm gonna get.
But they tell you that so they get you to go out there and start voting, but your vote don't count.
Well, those guys aren't even the ones with the loot, really.
Really, honestly.
Well, the guys that ran for president and stuff.
So what, these guys are Bushes, a bunch of guys running around with the company card?
These are people you never see.
And some guy on the yacht is the one signing their statements.
The money in this country controls everything.
I know I'll never see it, but
oh god, that's funny.
We are insignificant worker bees.
We're worker bees, and in the hierarchy of it, in the pyramid scheme that we're involved in.
You know, even break it down like this. Look, here's a
reverse lawsuit on the government on the pyramid scheme.
Sue the government.
Here is the simple.
They're not for the people.
The simple reality of it, and I think when people just look at shit this way, maybe like the world will change. We will expire eventually, all of us.
We're going to die.
So why live your days on this earth
in misery and suffering?
Being miserable, complaining about shit. Just enjoy yourself. Go out and do shit that you'll have fun. Fucking just, you're not going to be here for that long. You know, if you, do what makes you happy. Do you. Get out there and do whatever it is you got to do. But be happy. Why would you waste a day trying to fix this shit, going out and marching? Fucking stop, man. Put down the sign, pick up a beer or a cocktail, get in something somewhere, put it in.
Put down the sign and pick up a beer.
Fuck. It's like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you? What are you going to do? Are you going to change the world for your kids? Fuck no, you're not. And it hasn't changed for whatever.
We're going to make our voice heard if we yell at a couple octaves.
Things have changed. Nah, people just fucking bitch and moan and shit. I don't know.
We've become so sensitive about certain things.
Yeah,
we're going to die from our own feelings.
You can't do nothing.
We're going to get stressed out by our own feelings, man.
And it hasn't really made the world better. Fucking more people committing suicide. Why? Just be happy. Be happy. I mean, there's shit like that's happened. Like, look at fucking the pudding pop got popped. Bill Cosby is going to jail for a minimum of 3 years.
Oh, that's easy. Slap on the wrist.
Free
easy. Reruns.
Yeah, have you been? Let me ask you something, Mark. Have you been to prison?
No,
not jail. Prison.
No,
even jail. Have you been?
Have you been to jail?
I heard it's a great weightlifting facility.
Club Med.
Not no more. They took away all the weight piles and stuff because people complained.
What?
The inmates had no. They don't have none of that shit.
They got books. They become lawyers.
You've been?
Some of the hardened dudes.
I'll tell you. One day in there is too much. So 3 years. And even if he gets off good time and all that stuff, he's not going to be the same person.
Oh, of course.
I promise you that.
He'll become the Jello.
You know, I don't care who you are. That place will make you fucking nuts.
Well, nuts. See, honestly, I don't think he would be in general population or where the hardened criminals are at. Plus, he's elderly, sick, and has some issues. So, yeah, he's not going to be in a...
You think they're not going to put him in general population?
No. He'll be in a cushy time spent selling medical.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Have you ever researched that, actually? There's prisons, especially especially for politicians, or prisons for millionaires and artists and stuff like that, to where they don't go into a normal prison like civilians. They go into lodges, or they go down into the middle of a valley and somewhere and stay in a village. And you know, these people are fed 6-course meals.
So the scenario behind this particular...
Where did you hear this propaganda?
I know, I like
National Geographic.
National
channel.
Geographic.
Is that,
is
that what
check
you're...
that shit out.
Is that what you're quoting?
That fucking tripped me out. No.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Nat Geo, I'm telling you.
I might have to call bullshit on this.
Call bullshit.
They had to do the witch hunt. They had to finally find had to find someone that was inside the limits of the time, or what
top
is
10 prisons.
You know why he
Mojo.com.
You know why they found him guilty and why he's going to prison, right?
It's the 14-year, but I mean, they found a statute of limitations. Someone actually do it. His admittance wasn't enough to seal the deal, but they found a loophole in it and a place that would bring him to court.
What was the loophole?
The statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Hers was in the most recent as 14
Well, hallelujah.
years.
They found a loophole for that other police officer, too, and just fired her after saying they weren't going to fire her.
Let's don't jump there yet.
They
wanted to make an example out of somebody, and they found a black guy that they could prosecute. That's the spin we're going to hear.
They got a very powerful black person to that.
So we're going to get that spin later. The only reason
it's real. Because he put money down, he was going to try and buy that fucking network. He would have been bigger and more huger than OWN.
Right.
And they just didn't know.
He's still going to get a lot of money while sitting there in jail.
81 years old, blind, sickly, holding on to the same story.
I know, but
he admitted to quite a bit. Yeah, we had parties.
Right.
We took Quaaludes. It was consensual.
Right.
I've paid for these bitches' houses. I've bought them things. You're taking my shows from me. You stopping my comedy tours. You're doing all these things against me because I wanted to buy my own TV network.
Do you believe that?
That's what
I'm just saying.
That's what it is.
Are they gonna?
That's what it is. If he didn't go and make a bid on that
why is there? All right. Let's so
you wanna go there?
No, let's go there.
Let's go there.
Why is there always
we're going there.
The black community is always going to have a spin?
It's not a spin
on why shit happens.
It's the truth.
It's always a conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. That's the truth.
The government put crack into the community.
Okay. Yeah. So why did they have to go around and fish and find a place to actually have a court and a hearing? Then they do the thing. Oh, okay. So it's no bail.
Right.
We actually got you guilty.
Because the motherfucker's going to run or kill himself.
He's 81 years old.
Let him go.
Give him home arrest.
Why? Huh?
Monitored.
Why?
He's got a heart monitor.
So what?
It doesn't matter how old you are.
So now
do the crime, do the time.
He's a violent predator. He's now 81 years old.
He drugged somebody and put it in their butt. Come on.
Okay. So, not trying to soften it.
Oh, he had to. Oh.
He put her to sleep and put it in her butt.
The
softening
equal or common law for the type of crime versus the skin color of the person or their level of fame.
Here we go.
The doctor that took advantage of over 3 months' time.
Mm-hmm.
What was he? Pink?
He was white.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And he got 6 months. Oh. The white kid that raped the girl, dumped her dead body in a fucking dumpster, 3 months. 9 months total time.
Because he was a kid.
Only did 3 because he has a kid, he has a future?
No, well, apparently.
Versus an 81-year-old man that ain't got much of a future?
Well, because
they're trying to put him into life. Okay, so life plus 30 years.
Well, yeah, that's fine. They put this other
What
person in
is
for
we
400
gonna
years.
do?
What are we gonna do?
What?
But it's like, okay, but the same
indiscretions.
the same messages have been going through the black community. Don't get too much power or watch your step when you do.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it was
better
said the other day, too.
behave.
Don't show up early to a meeting because cops get called
Come
on.
on, man.
That's not spin, though.
No.
That's realistic. That's real. I mean, you look at anything. So they
So-
try to pop
so-
they try to get an R. Kelly.
So,
You got R. Kelly on freaking tape. You got R. Kelly on
All right.
video.
So,
But R. Kelly isn't that big to bring him down. It
That's
doesn't
what she
matter
said.
if they get R.
Oh.
Kelly with a 14-year-old
so let me
girl.
understand this right.
If she
Why
was-
is he
if it
still
was a-
trying to go
it was
after 14-year-old girls?
He's got them enslaved and captured and wrapped up and tied
Like
up in. But
Bezos?
he's not a big enough lead or not a big enough story. And the fact that it's black young ladies.
Okay, we got to look
If
at.
they were white young ladies,
Hey,
Oh, so
tied
they're
up and
intimidated.
tackled and
hold on.
locked in.
We have
Well,
to separate.
White
this.
ladies are crazy.
You
Let's
gotta,
just say this.
Look, you
know.
got to separate this thing.
Bill Cosby, if they were all black women that were doing it, they came out, shut up.
Uh-huh.
If they were all black women.
They wouldn't come out because they'd still be in their house going, nope. I know we lost.
And I got my house and he's paying my bills.
No,
I got
he's
the
fine.
money.
It's okay.
Girl,
No,
LaQuisha, he got me some hair. He got me some
did
finger
this.
stuff.
No,
Bill
this
took care of me.
weave is
My
from
kids
a whale.
are taken
All
care
right?
of.
No.
They got lifetime support. They've got lifetime supply of those pudding pops.
Honey,
Girl, I ain't saying.
I get
But these
lifetime
white women
weaves and
that got
ponytails.
fucking houses, got their kids' education taken care of. They have all that stuff.
Gave all of them new weaves.
They take away his comedy shows. They take away his stipends from
these white bitches.
They turned this man into a country
and
album.
so that's when
If he had a dog,
makes his
it would have
move to
died.
get his own network.
Come on,
it's like,
man.
no, stop. But you take away the shows, you take away his comedy tours, you take away from his opportunity to generate income. Then you slap on fines and levies. But you don't take back all these houses and all these other stuff.
Welcome
that
to
he's paid
the
these women.
statistic line.
Where's that going? Why did they take that from the women?
So let me understand.
Educate
this.
me on that.
Because these white women came forward, where their counterparts, if they were black women, they'd be like, "Fuck that! He paid my cable bill, my electric bill. I ain't saying shit. That motherfucker's good to me. I don't care if he put me night and put it in my
they
butt."
had nothing to lose.
The white girl, the white girl would come up, throw a
They
fit
lose
tantrum, lose
Come on,
everything, and then
man.
realize, oh,
Nobody made him do what he did. He did it on his own.
They were doing the parties. They were showing up. Some of these women were actually coming back and going back and forth.
Right. So
That's why their shit wasn't going to hold up in court.
all the other details don't matter.
But
The
the
motherfucker
crime, he
did
do
what he
something
did.
to a lot of women.
Right.
But now it's just become to such a certain
Ruben.
thing where, that crime included drugs and sex and partying and gratuitous
I didn't even know there was a spin on it.
What
there's
sex,
no spin.
I
That's
didn't-
not spin.
no,
That's
I'm
true.
just saying-
The
what
cold
sex,
hard
what
fact.
sex in the
I'm
80s or
consensus
90s
is-
didn't involve
I was just being
drugs.
funny and saying
You
that
thought you were being funny. That's not a problem.
the black community would like use the black card on
Nope.
this one.
Nope.
You know?
Nope.
And they did. And I was like, I was just like stabbing in the dark.
Nope.
How sad is that?
Hey,
That's
why
not
would you
sad.
stab in the dark, man? You know, it doesn't work.
Because you'll get a black person every time.
Every time.
No, don't.
Nah, you know what? I'm not trying to pick on the
Only
black
ones
folks,
that are
but
not
come on.
smiling. Oh.
At some point, somebody's got to stand up and say, "Hey, you're fucked up." You
Well,
know?
that's what he's doing this weekend with the AIDS march down there. The protests that you said, what people got to stop doing these protests, and then we go. Sometimes you got to stand up and say, "Stop." And that's kind of what people are doing nowadays. They're kind of just getting a hold of
Protesting
it.
for
and saying-
bullshit because they're sitting out
they're
there
saying-
complaining about the same old thing, but they're not getting the action. You hear
No,
me?
They're not. Their protests are irrelevant because there's nothing to them at the end. They just went out and yelled at the end of the
That's
day.
it. That was it. Just
They
get
didn't
off-
change anything, or
No.
they didn't make anything
No,
happen.
they wanted to be heard.
So it's like,
Did they hear us? Yes, they heard us.
Why? That's my issue.
did we piss people off? Oh, yes,
Why?
yes.
Yeah.
Do we make ourselves look better than what we already are? Oh, no,
No,
not
not
at all. Not at all. Should we go do it again next week? Well, yes. Why not?
Wait, no, we got Susie's party next week. We
Oh,
got
okay.
Can we do it for the weekend after that?
Yeah, sure. But
Okay.
no. it's like, how many times you want to be out there rah, and making yourself look good and then going to work the next day going, hey, did I see you out there holding that sign?
And so we move to the next topic. It's we're not on kneeling anymore. What's our big thing this week? What's got us upset? Let's go protest that now. What's our big thing? The
annual book reading club turned into what pissed you off this week that we can protest next week about.
I don't ever remember.
I remember it was just called picketing.
You remember?
It's picketing.
I don't ever remember people like protesting like this.
No. If there was
like, if someone has a
if there's
barbecue,
enough community, I'll cry.
You remember, like, there's always that one person in the neighborhood that will call on something or something's going on. Like, there's always that one person, and it's like they're like prominent now. It's like weird, like somehow.
Well, now they're cool. Before they were the annoying fucking dork, and now
now they're cool
because of all their attention that they were getting, and it's actually made everybody else chill out. So everybody's like, "Oh man, why can't we go back to when it was cool? Somebody was monitoring, somebody was watching out for the whole block."
Yeah, it was like that. Like, hey, they're just barbecuing. Leave them the fuck alone. Like nowadays, it's like they're barbecuing. We're going to call the cops.
Because something's going to happen. Let's say this alludes or is this going to continue and it's going to expand into a big old block party that we can't control. So we have no control. So people are now comfortable with their shit. And that's when everybody throws their hands up.
We're having a barbecue tonight. People are willing to walk down and have some food.
The problem is, here's the problem.
The problem.
You can say... Like that lady that called the cops because they were barbecuing out the park. She was
barbecue
just
patty.
That lady. Which lady? It
barbecue
was like
patty.
In Oakland.
It was the first one, the very first one.
But here's the thing, though. Hey, she was probably right.
In her way,
that's a shame.
She was concerned.
Right? Maybe she jumped the gun a little bit. But shit was gonna go down. Anytime you get too many Mexicans, too many blacks in one area, there's going to be some fucking issues. Something's going to happen. Something's going to jump off. You can almost guarantee it. Like if you're betting, that's a bet I'd take all fucking day.
Dude, I hang out with my friends every other weekend and we're drinking.
Heather Roney laid her down. She goes, neighborhood watch turns into neighborhood narcs.
Right.
Yep.
But your neighborhood's safe, or at least, because, no one, if you got yourself a neighborhood watch, or you have a narc in your neighborhood, a crack house isn't popping up in your neighborhood, Heather.
Hey, I'll take a bunch of those motherfuckers. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I'm not doing it wrong?
If I'm not doing nothing wrong, what do I care if they're snitching? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, bring them on, dude. I'm not doing anything.
It's like, there goes those loudmouths. I can't set up my little crack house over here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like, they fucking sell meth right down the street here. Bring the fucking narcs in here and get rid of these motherfuckers.
We actually
fucking
talked
trailer
from a tin
park white
box
trash
in the middle of
motherfuckers.
nowhere, so we're
Get rid of those motherfuckers, man. There's people coming down the street all day and night. All I need is one of them that hasn't slept for a week to fuck up and crash into the house or something. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about their lives.
Battery shop down the road.
Do all the drugs you want to. Fucking die. I could give a fuck about you as a person.
Wow.
I just don't want you fucking up my shit.
Exactly.
Running over one of my kids because you've been on a fucking bender, fucking doing all this meth and shit. Go somewhere else and do it. Why don't you all go back to
Temecula,
Lake? Where's the fucking
Lake Havasu?
Whatever.
Riverside.
Yeah, go somewhere east. Fucking all line up a bunch of trailers and all you fuckers can just
Texas neighborhood watch. Look out,
Bakers.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Even when I was growing weed, you go ahead. You can come in. I'll show you around.
Rick is doing his own landscaping. Something's got to be up.
He's never out there doing his landscaping.
Fuck no, I got a Mexican
he wasn't
for
doing
that.
a good job. So there's things that happen.
You think I'm gonna go out?
He's paying himself
and mow my lawn and do all? Fuck that, dude. I could be broker than broke. I'll still pay a Mexican to come over and do all that. Fuck that.
Because
that's some hard work, man.
You just got to cook him lunch.
That's working way too hard.
That's way too much.
Little dude comes over. He's been coming over here for almost 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and I haven't given him a raise. I never gave him a Christmas present. Fucking nothing.
Not even a beer?
In 5 years. No, I'll give him a Bud Light every once in a while.
You know what?
Bud Light?
You're in the family now, so
that's the Mexican
staple.
No, the beer.
That's a beer choice, man.
Bud Light is.
I thought it was Corona. Or
no, fuck that.
No way.
They know how that shit's made by their cousins at home. Do you think they're gonna drink that shit?
Oh, so now it's
and so since you're in the family, so whenever Tito decides to retire, you get the next son or the oldest son to come in and just do the same old thing, right?
Right.
So it's good. That's awesome. I'm in the family. I got Garcia's over
here. And fuckers, I'm 100% Latino, so I can talk shit about.
Rick will only validate it because he was married to one. Or,
what's that?
No, that's your thing. I could talk about him because I'm Latino. Yeah. I could say that shit because I'm Latino. I can say that shit about black people because I'm black. I can say that shit because Latinos because I'm married to one. I got free range now because fuck it. I just opened my mouth and said that shit. Okay, take it.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
I got free range.
Free range.
So I mean, it's.
So I'm gonna talk about dumb people because.
Let's talk about dumb people because you are one.
No. That's not where I was going with that.
Okay, wow.
Retarded. Anyway.
Okay.
No. Just say it. Just free range, right?
Free range. So what is your gripe out there, Facebook? What's really going on? What's on your world? What's going on in your week?
What's beef with you? If you got a
Brett, what's your beef, buddy?
Call in. Let us know.
You said that's what
Poppy,
Texas
you got a beef? What do you want to talk
Mario
about?
Reyes
What's
from
up,
my
Mr. Reyes?
From my high school soccer team. I saw him at the reunion. And that dude, I'll tell you what, man.
Still look like he can play?
Oh, that motherfucker's in like shape.
Oh, I'll tell you about.
I think he ran a marathon. Like we're all hanging out at the pool. He's like, oh, the reunion starts in 2 hours. He's like, oh, it's plenty of time for me to get out there and run 23 miles before the reunion.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's like fucking.
That's something I would do.
Dude's like in super shape.
You come in all whipped and weak from your little bike rides and stuff.
What? Whipped and weak from my bike rides?
Yeah.
I just woke up from a nap because I had the bike
nap
ride earlier that day. You fuck off. So,
that's what I'm saying. You be I just came in from a nap.
It's like I'm napping, chilling out. What's up?
See, I'm glad you guys have headphones so you can hear yourself. That shit sounded funny. Even
you know what? You really can't hear yourself with these headphones on, or maybe these ones are just broke. But
what do you mean?
Exactly. So,
I better get this shit
in.
real
you guys
quick.
Let's get this in, ladies and gentlemen. This is time for the comedy review.
We'll get back into
and that's the comedy
current
review.
events and all that stuff. This week, the comedy scene, so-so. But if you're going to get out there, support live comedy, go out there and get a good laugh. Like I was saying, if you're thinking about going out and protest it, fuck that. Go to a comedy show somewhere and get your laugh on, and you'll forget about all the shit that's going on in the world. Just get out there and have some fun. What's Brett saying? Costa Ricans piss me off. Fuck you, white people, motherfucker. Hey, we just want your army. We don't want you fuckers coming over and buying any more of our country.
Oh, Venezuela.
Leave us alone.
We just want your rum.
What's up, Mario?
Just the rum.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What's up? Hey, so go out and check out Support Live Comedy. Comedy is good for you. It's good to get your laugh on. Get out there and have some fun. So this is Comedy Preview, talking about all the comics coming into Orange County, the real comedy clubs, Orange County, all the way down the coast into San Diego. So let's start with my favorite of all. The Improv in Irvine has Roy Wood Jr. Been in the game for a long time, 18 and up. Tickets are $22. He's there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Dude's a seasoned comic, good show. If you're up in the Irvine area, LA area, not a bad show to check out. Moving down to Pechanga, down the 15. Pechanga Casino has a comedy club. Open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because the engines fucked it all up. John DeResta, who is, like I tell you all the time, part of this roster for some agency that the club has teamed up with. 21 and up, $18. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That was good.
All right. So Comedy Palace has Leo Flowers.
No, bad. No.
One night only.
1 night? Okay.
And then all the fucking degenerates worked the other night.
Those one-off shows, man.
I don't understand it. 18 and up, $20. $20 is entirely too much money for that fucking toilet, but whatever. ACC Downtown American Comedy Company has Shane Torres. And we watched a clip before we went on.
Yes.
Kid's funny, man. Kid's funny. He's got credits. I think it's probably a show worth seeing.
Works, yeah.
Madhouse. I looked it up. Nothing worth talking about. La Jolla. Actually, Guy knows a little more about this dude. It's 21 and up. $20. Steve, how do you say his last name?
Renaissance.
Right.
Renaissance.
What do you think?
It's a great show. He's got some flavor, and he's there for 3 days. Yeah, and he's 15 years.
Familiar.
15 years.
He's
So
been doing it for a while.
well, been in the game for
He's
quite
a
a
comic, La Jolla Comedy Store, good club.
Renaissance.
It's fine, whatever. So a mediocre weekend in the comedy world down here. I would. That's not worth talking about all that much. So my pick of the week is for $9, which is a bargain. Everywhere else is $18, $20. For half of the price, go down to the American Comedy Company, downtown San Diego, and check out Shane Torres. And tell them you heard about it on the comedy preview here on the Pelon and Chubby show. They said they recommended it, said it's the pick of the week. And give us a little plug.
Give us a plug, get a free drink.
Yeah, I'll buy you a drink next time I see you.
Because we got it like that.
So that is the comedy preview, what's going on around town. If I hear of anything else going on, small shows like actually Adam coming to town, Adam Richmond, last night would have been something to check out. Got to get there early, though. No, there's like hardly any seating. Places, whatever. So it was cool, though.
Where'd you see him at?
Privateer in Oceanside,
Oh, okay.
down on Coast Highway, with the cheese and wine fuckers. Dude, it's funny.
I like cheese and wine with my comedy.
Like the owner or whoever do this running the place.
Yeah.
That's like the only place where the uniform is acceptable. He's waiting on tables for a dude to come out in jeans. It looks like he's got a perm of some sorts, and flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Jesus, I saw this guy on a damn street bike with a helmet, freaking elbow and guards on his hands, but he was wearing flip-flops.
Right.
I saw this old lady down in San Diego last Saturday night on a damn scooter trying to pedal that shit in the middle of the road.
With flip-flops?
With flip-flops.
Wow. First of all, the best part of your story was I saw.
Yep. That's where you're going.
Wow.
Right?
We got Mark the blind guy. So,
you know what? He gives directions.
Better than GPS.
Generation. I mean,
so when I don't even, I don't even like question it anymore. I don't even make comment about it anymore when he says he saw something.
Yeah.
Because for all I know, he did see it.
Exactly. See, you don't know.
He's kind of like
with the description that he gives and everything, is like he really saw it.
He's like Daredevil or something.
So who am I?
The girl, not the guy.
Who am I? Who am I to say he didn't see it?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. In his mind's eye.
I mean, you could take the obvious. The motherfucker is blind. Like blind.
Like Bill Cosby blind.
And no. Bill Cosby's not blind.
Yeah, he is.
That's fucking a sympathy bullshit thing.
Oh, wait. I forgot. We got in this conversation about levels of blind.
Diabetic blind. No.
Yeah, he's diabetic blind. He sees colors and shapes. He's blind. But not blind like Mark.
No.
I see like through everything and see nothing. No.
But you use different. You use your different tools, so you paint a different picture. I could draw.
No, I paint the picture. But
Mark,
just,
I'm gonna put my finger on the surface of the desk. I'm gonna draw a shape. You tell me what you hear. What did I just draw?
A Z.
Oh no, I drew a square. Anyway, that was
technically a rectangle.
A rectangle. That was kind of fucked up.
Prove it. You can't even see it.
I saw.
No, did you hear it?
You can't hear a drawing. It's a different picture.
I just heard two kids fall down and fighting over a Lego set and a plastic toy.
Yep, and I hear Mom walking over.
What'd you hear?
The back of their
That's
hand.
What I heard.
The back of her hand.
And the swinging motion. You sons of bitches. But
other current events.
Oh my goodness. Where do we stop here? Okay, so they found a loophole on the young lady, shot the guy in his apartment.
Yep, she's fired.
She's fired.
She is fired. Finally,
She's
gone.
Somebody
who has taken
the police officer who worked a double shift.
That worked a double shift and said, "I have the right to work 12 hours a day, come home and shoot a
black man in his
apartment because I realized I was on the 4th floor and not on the 3rd floor when I went into the wrong apartment when all the doors were supposed to be locked and all."
Sounds like bullshit.
Oh no!
No, yeah.
Apparently, this guy got 6 bullets in him and he died, and there was no bullshit about that.
No, but I mean,
the chief said she wasn't going to fire her, and then come out. They had an internal affair, and they walked in and they said, "Do you have any charges of like this?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, I was being charged of
she killed someone else before,
and blah blah blah." And I spent time in jail, and they said, "Well, that's liable. That's liabilities to fire you." So
internal affairs got it, but she was still able to.
Told the chief, "You have to fire her." She goes, "Oh well."
But she loses her job. She committed a crime. Yeah. She's not doing any time.
Oh no, she just gets a slap on the wrist. You see, so
do you understand?
Kill somebody, you want to work for the police department first, and then I'm just saying, you got to be in a government employee.
Legalize crime.
You got to be a government employee to steal something.
Good.
Or you got to be a government employee to enforce something. You just got to wear that tag if you want to do something. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm giving advice. There's people here that get away with things, and it's apparently the people who wear these type of name tags. So,
okay.
If you wear this name tag, you get away with a lot of shit.
A lot of stuff, huh?
I'm just saying.
How about if you learn how to speak the language?
No, because that can get you in hot water when they say other syllables like. If you're in Asia and they drop the N-word, you're like, now wait, whoa. And that's in their language, that means that is, or this is, or, and when over here, we do other things. So, it was like, that actually happened. I was in Taiwan and I biked around their entire country. And every time they did a speech and stuff, they said that every other word or word. And I'm like, after 9 days, my captain actually asked the hostess, he goes, hey, why do you say, you say this word every other word? He goes, you did this, that. And she goes, oh, that is. So, it's like, okay, because, I was hearing it, but I was trying so hard not to laugh or to, like, I don't know if they know what they're saying. Like, we're in a different country, though, so how do you approach it? So, I approached it, and it's like, no, that actually means that is. So I was like, you still wouldn't find me saying that over here because there's just...
There's a stigma with using the word in my country.
It's just like it's like one of those roadblocks, It's like if the panties drop and you see something, it's like, oh no, sorry, honey, I gotta go. It's like nope, the hairs were shaved just wrong, or it's like nah, sorry, yeah, you start making up excuses that are,
That's left me speechless on that one.
Finally,
shout out to all the people that call Facebook timeline their wall. I just want to do that real quick. Just send a shout out to the OG peeps that still call their Facebook timeline their wall. Don't be posting that stuff on my wall. If you weren't following me or seeing what the stuff I'm saying, it's a timeline and it's not a wall. You're seeing it because you're following me. Now you're going to get everybody that's related to me and connected to me. That's not your wall.
Can I have that word banned? Can we just not say
what,
wall?
The wall?
Exactly.
Oh, wait.
Wall.
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the tunnel. There's a timeline tunnel, baby.
Exactly. See?
Is there somebody that actually has an issue with
my headphones?
No, yes.
My headphones just turned on. Oh, nope, they cut out.
Wow, dude. It's just playing new stuff, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even on.
He wasn't even
I
talking.
feel like I'm deaf and blind. What's happening?
Deaf and blind. That's a combination.
How do I feel right now?
How do you feel with your hands?
Right.
And your heart. Because we are comedy talk with heart.
So, I was listening to news about... No. Oh. It was about...
he was listening. No.
About McDonald's and the chickens.
Oh, my God.
Don't fuck this up.
Why?
Let him ramp up.
I'm gonna say, why do people care about these chickens? Like, they're born for one reason:
to be eaten.
To be eaten. They would not exist on this earth. So apparently, just McDonald's is using a breed of chicken that grows fast, and are subject to their legs being breaking. Like, it's just a defect of that chicken.
Break the beak.
The legs break.
And break the legs.
What, the beak?
Yeah.
Break the beak and legs.
They said it's inhumane. Break the
legs break.
The legs break easily because
the type of chicken that it is. That's one of its defects. Yeah, it's a natural defect that chicken has. Probably because the legs can't support the weight.
Because they're so fat.
Yeah, they grow fast and then they fill them with fucking.
Well, your average slaughter pig only lives about 6 months before they slaughter him at 600 pounds.
Right.
That pig's eating constantly.
Constantly.
600 fucking pounds. That's a lot.
Good thing they don't sell pork hearts for anything.
Why do we care?
We don't.
About the legs breaking.
That's the best part of the chicken, man. Well, because it's a natural thing, but it's not natural because they're bred for the purpose of
chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers. Chickens don't have no fingers.
But the legs break. Oh.
But what do we care? It's a chicken. It's a chicken. The thing's going to get his head cut off.
And his fingers are broken.
It goes back around to this one motherfucker waking up and going, you know what?
He had a chance to get away, but his legs are broken.
I don't like the fact that they break chicken legs, so I'm going to go out and protest this shit.
But they don't break them.
They don't break them.
They break on their own
because of the heredity.
But this goes back to that person.
The genetics.
It's a genetic.
It's genetic flaw.
But here, and this is how ridiculous it is now. Right? So New York City. Their pension, they have $300 million invested in McDonald's stock. So they sent a letter
to this company
saying that McDonald's
better stop fucking breaking the chicken
to change their
chicken breaking policies,
chicken practices,
revise.
So I'm thinking
next month we're gonna have chicken legs and chicken nuggets.
Who thought this was news? That the conversation even went this far.
The bitch was bored. She needed a story.
That it is inhumane.
Big business don't care about
it's inhumane.
It's just business at the end of the day.
The purpose of the chicken.
The chicken has no soul.
If it's done in humanity, the slaughterhouse is for cows. This is your hamburger. Okay, they hang it by its
you'll go
feet
out and eat chicken only if the chickens are properly cared for.
Aww.
They're overcrowded.
I
like the chicken breast, but the dark meat but
you'll say killing the chicken is inhumane.
It's a food supply.
But the human that drops dead next to you, you'll laugh your ass off about.
Dude, it's a chicken that is intended to be slaughtered.
It's too fat to walk on his own little genetically broken feet.
That you won't even cry over your best friend dying.
Hey,
that's a human being. But you'll say a chicken is inhumane.
His living quarters are unacceptable. We are to the point of you need to be nice to that chicken before you put them on a plate for me.
Have you seen the drastic difference of the price of a free range chicken breast versus a regular stockhouse chicken breast?
Yeah, it's like $7 a pound.
My God,
that chicken hasn't been stressed out.
No stress. My chicken tastes so much better. No, it's not.
Can you tell?
It's not been pumped with the
you can tell if this chicken's legs have been broken or not.
Oh, that's a lazy chicken. He just tastes gamey.
Hey, can you really
pass me the ranch?
Can you taste the negativity in your chicken?
Do you get an order of broken chicken leg, chicken nugget?
Okay. People got to stop, man. They got to really stop.
It's downbearing, but check it out. You can actually taste the stress in lobster.
French fries
if you
are
don't prepare
lobster
right.
Chop the potatoes.
It does affect the meat. If you stress the lobster out before you boil it, Tastes different.
Well, just get it high.
Takes longer to cook it.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, just get it high. There's this company in Washington.
Get the lobster. We will get your lobster high.
There's this lobster, and it was like the greatest thing for this news reporter to say everybody in this fucking kitchen smoked weed. But let's basically smoke weed, blow it in the lobster's face, and then kill him.
Kill him.
Because
he's not stressed.
he's not stressed.
Get the fuck out.
Man, I mean, it's no different than what we do to human beings. Let's put him on anesthesia until, he just goes away in his sleep.
That doesn't breathe the normal way that we do. So blowing weed smoke on a lobster.
Half of our
you're wasting all that weed because it doesn't breathe like that.
Baking it before you cook it. That don't make sense.
Half of our society has convinced themselves that
they have a say.
They're gluten intolerant.
They're geniuses. Right? Oh, gluten intolerant. Are you fucking shitting me?
Little do they know that they got the super duped, that they are spending more, like 4 times the amount for a loaf of bread
for the same stuff.
That tastes like absolute shit.
For the same ingredients.
Yeah.
That's not gluten free.
You're not fucking gluten intolerant.
Nope. That was a year craze that kind of went in and out of the market, and we found out that we need gluten in our diet because it's energy, disaccharide chains. We need this. No.
Every cause there is. This whole yoga pants bullshit.
Oh, but I love yoga pants, baby.
Gotta love those yoga pants.
So yoga pants, so they cut them. But
there should be a law. There should be a law on who should wear yoga pants, and
I was at the park with the kids, and it looked like this lady was smuggling oranges and shit. in her yoga pants.
Oh, stop! You're being mean. Cellulite is still happening.
You know what, dude? I don't have nothing to do with that bitch eating too much.
No,
that's her problem.
But putting on yoga pants,
her fashion choice.
Don't make it my problem.
Your kids got to see that and go, Daddy, what has she got in her pants? Are those gerbils?
She looks like she has a. Looked like she had a kielbasa every 4 inches.
Oh damn. My!
She was a walking advertisement for Wiener Schnitzel. Oh,
there was parts of her ass that aren't supposed to be there.
Oh no!
Damn!
No!
But I'm the dick.
You look?
No,
I'm the dick.
No,
You're
sir.
the dick.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one that laughs at the fat lady in yoga pants.
I mean, she puts them on going, I'm going to look just like all these other skinny girls that put them on, walks out there.
She feels sexy.
Yeah.
She feels accepted because everybody's doing it.
Why don't you give her some love? Say, hey, honey, you want some gravy with those sausage links?
Everybody's doing it. I fit in.
If you have a chance on a different subject real quick.
Let's do this.
If you have a chance to check out a video, go online and check out. You can find it on my Facebook, I think, or whatever. But just go check out this video. He was on Is it Dry Bar?
Dry Bar,
right?
Yep. Dry Bar.
Very, very video quality is exceptional. Actually, I like the concept and everything. It's a good idea. But my buddy Dennis Gaxiola.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
He it was on Paul Rodriguez's what do you call it? Latin Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Dennis used to be in the Air Force. He is what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, he is the yeoman working comic. Been at the grind for years and years and years, and he's done some notable stuff, but it's just like he never really got that huge break. That he's been on a lot of, he's got credits and stuff, but when you make that big, like what's going on with Vicky,
right?
So he hasn't had that, but he did a video, and it is at last time I checked in the 3 million neighborhood.
Wow.
Views.
Yeah.
Shares are up there, but I think when you get in the 3 million, you're almost viral type. But
you're viral with one video these days,
man. Yeah, so he, I'm happy for him, man. I hope he gets some play off of this, But if you get a chance, check him out, Dennis Gaxiola. Check out his video on Dry Bar. It's funny, dude's funny. He is clean. He is a Christian comic. Usually, it's not for me. It gets a little corny, but this video is not. He's very funny in it. I think you'll enjoy watching it. He does make some references to the Bible and stuff like that, but it's funny's funny.
Gotta have those facts.
Yeah, so
gotta have those facts.
But funny's funny. It's nice. So yeah, check him out, Dennis Gaxi, old San Francisco area, Bay Area comic. Super cool dude, and I'm happy for him. His video is blowing up, so pretty cool. Who else is on there? Anybody know?
Jay Feverman's in the house.
Jay Feverman's in the house.
What
would Jay do?
Why am I not getting this
in this situation?
I saw it and it popped up and then it changed and then it says so and so made a comment. I'm like, who's he talking to?
Yeah. So made a comment to the comment.
What else is going on? I haven't.
Nobody's watched the news really.
Empire episode premiere comes on tonight. Empire.
What is Empire?
Empire. What?
Exactly. What is it? I don't
5 seasons of
I don't have
crazy
a television in my house.
Lucius.
I do not own
is that on BET?
No, it's not on BET. It's on Fox.
Oh, it is?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Is it on your Fox?
There's a new one on ABC or NBC? I forgot. NBC. Let me go out there. It's called Manifest. The premise of it is a plane takes off bound to
Indonesia?
Chicago. No, it just didn't go international. Whatever. They're gone for 5 hours, but they actually disappeared for 5 years.
Yeah, I heard
that one looks like it'll be pretty good. I just don't know what how the show's gonna last.
5 years.
How the draw. What type of dramas are they going to get into? They're going to reconnect with their families. They haven't aged in a day.
How many dramas can you do on a plane that haven't
That's what I'm saying.
Been done?
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? What happened? So how's that going to be?
Well, dude, how many CSI types?
Oh, CSI is ridiculous.
How many
Animal
Afghanistan?
Kingdom, how many of those? Yeah.
We need new bitches to fuck.
I mean, it's like crazy, dude.
Well, these writers are very gifted, and so that's what I'm saying. When a writer writes something and so gifted, but run out of story after a while. I mean, Animal Kingdom looked like it was starting to spin itself out, but then you got this one last hook, and they got you, and now you're waiting for the next season. It's like, damn it, they did it again.
Sort of.
That's all they inbreed.
I never got into that show at all. It's too, when you start getting into that like mythical world and all that kind of. I've never been a sci-fi guy. Okay, I'm not into any of that bullshit.
Unicorns are real, man.
Like what are the even Star Wars for me is like, I don't know. I just if it's not like if it's not kind of realistic,
okay,
then I'm not into it.
What do you mean?
All the fucking stars.
You don't like stars.
All that bullshit. It's just so my our stuff started Monday, Tuesday. The Voice is back.
Okay.
So we were watching that. Some amazing singers on there.
This is the only time I like to watch it. I don't like to watch it when it goes down to the finals or the head-to-heads. When they do the head-to-heads, and then after the head-to-head, I'm done because it becomes a contest again. I'm like, Dancing with the Stars is back.
Fuck that.
God. But that one young lady, though.
That's gotta be retired.
I mean, they're good looking, but.
Lord have
mercy. What is selling on this show?
Bro, they sex selling, man.
That's all it is.
I dated a girl who was a runner-up on The Bachelor.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
But I'm saying, everybody's been on TV. Everybody's been around.
Yeah,
so what's the next
when
big
you kiss
thing?
That chick, you kiss half the block. What's up?
I know, that's what I'm saying. She was on a casting couch
what's
somewhere.
What's the problem with that?
Ain't no problem. Not my problem.
Kids, the first thing they say
I can tell all the dirt, and I was like, okay, yeah, she's up there gold digging.
Hey, dude, everybody always talks about that chick.
Gold digging or food
that's
digging?
Fucked everybody, right?
Right.
What's wrong? Hey, let me ask you something.
She got hers. They got theirs.
No, look.
Talk to me. Break it down, Rick.
There's one hole with 50 links in it.
If you go to a doctor, do you want a doctor that's only been practicing for a year or less than a year that's kind of new at the thing. If you go to a dentist, same thing. You want to go to somebody that knows their craft, that's done it for a long time, that's performed 5,000 surgeries before he starts working on you.
This one's scary.
Surgeries. This is a different scenario.
So if I'm trying to get laid, I want somebody with experience that's fucking good at their craft, that can blow you like no fucking tomorrow. That works the stick like a fucking champ.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I want somebody that can fucking. I don't give a fuck what her resume is.
She's done.
All I know is she's got fucking skills.
Okay.
Like I want to hire somebody. I want to hire somebody for a job that fucking knows what the fuck they're doing.
A professional.
You're gonna hire somebody that doesn't have hardly any experience.
You know what? The fun is
to work for your company, right?
The fun is in the discovery, the bumping uglies and the going crazy, trying to figure it out.
That's what I say.
I'm just gonna lay back and get service.
Bro, I don't want to waste any time trying to teach you how to work the stick. I want somebody that gets on it like riding a bike.
Right off on the jump off. Right off
like,
on the jump
bam.
off. Oh my goodness.
Like that. Like she's like this. Shh, you don't need to explain anything. I know exactly what to do.
But you're okay, yeah.
But then when she goes, she leaves the bottom door locked, and
she leaves, and
she only calls when you need of these services, and it's.
And there's a problem with that?
No, not at all. I'm just.
You
saying.
like all that mundane conversation in between?
I love that. I'm just saying.
Oh my God!
Why can't we have more?
Oh, you just want somebody to hang out with,
somebody to hold your hand. And so you can find Mark on Cuddler. You can find Mark on Cuddler.com.
Yeah.
He just wants to hug somebody.
He likes to hug it out.
What the fuck? I'm on Plenty of Blind Fish.
Plenty of Guppies.
You'll see us out there lost, running
He's on Plenty of Guppies.
Hey, his handle is Blind Fish. Blind Fish. Retarded shit, huh?
This is crazy.
Just stupid,
topical.
Stupid.
Just great.
It's topical.
Things that we do. I was talking to Kathy and I was like, the stupid shit people say. Like when you really like think about it, why people say what they say. Like I used to do a joke about things that people say. Like that one saying, like people on hell want ice water.
Right.
What do you think about it? Like it's stupid.
Well, it's got basis. Most of it is connected to the area where it originated and what it is.
Where?
You can't get 2 ticks off of a dog.
What?
Unless it's 2 ticks on a dog on a Tuesday. Like,
what? Or it's like you ever been you're somewhere eating and you're with your buddy and you taste something and you're like, well, that tastes like shit. Try it. Well, fucker, why would you want me to try it when you just said that it tastes like shit? Like I don't know how you know what shit tastes like, but the fact that you said that, and then do you just want to see me in pain with you, like to experience the fucking horrible?
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I believe it. You seem like a trustworthy person. Let me not go through the same bullshit you just went through.
Right.
But that the fact that you're like, what kind of an asshole are you that you would want to put me in that situation? So just try to taste it. See you want, like, you need verification. You need to validate.
Some man's shit is another man's pudding. You just never know. Right. It happens like that.
Why we say
when somebody starts their story, the first time I shat my pants.
Right. Yeah. The first time.
What do you want, a fence? No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or the first time I went to jail.
So we were supposed to have a show tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Speaking of.
But Wildwood, in their infinite wisdom, was going to be a great show. Robert Duchesne would have just fucking brought the house.
And I was pumped, baby.
Yeah. And so I guess they did not get their entertainment license taken care of, whatever. I don't know if they're not. They're open, not open. Somebody said they're doing a soft opening, whatever. I don't know, man. But
soft ice cream.
So that's why I was talking about.
No karaoke, no house band. Let's open our own club, Rick.
Well, that is what we need to do, man. Because there's nothing within an hour in every direction. We know how to do it. We've done it before. We've been successful at it.
Just clean out the garage.
No.
Oh.
No. We want a venue. We want a license. We want actual place, and I don't want to have to clean up after
Here's
shit.
the thing. You want a venue and you want a license, but you got all these restaurants that can't even get a license because the city that they're getting a license from.
No, that's what I'm
they
saying.
Don't
we get our
want to
own spot.
relinquish these licenses.
They cost money. Firewater learned the hard way.
Look, just tell me who I got to blow and I'll get it.
Yeah.
Don't you have a brother in local law?
I just wanted to blow somebody.
Hey, bro.
No.
Hook me up.
We'll keep it in the family, bro.
Don't tell nobody how I got this license.
No, but I'm not worried about that part.
No, okay, so
I'm just worried about the loot. We need lots of it.
Gosh,
the lottery.
I see places that.
No, I can get the liquor license. I'm not worried about
it.
that.
It would be so great. Oh, this would be a perfect spot for it. Oh, this would be great. And I was like, damn it. The only thing that would be fighting me is logistics. The spot on Foothill.
Let me tell you right now.
Okay.
That I am not doing shit in Vista.
Oh, okay. So you're not even going to be around here locally. You got to fuck with other city council members.
I'm going.
Good luck with that, my friend. No,
I'm going to Carlsbad.
No, they're the biggest fucking
I don't
Nazis
give a fuck.
of
The
North County.
little IMAX theater across from the mall.
Yeah, that would have been a great place. Where they're doing the laser tag.
Fuck that.
But whatever. Look, you have to have a Carlsbad address. I'll tell you why.
They won't let you in that city without a Carlsbad address to build a business there.
Well, yeah.
I'll break a room out in the back of Dave and Buster's.
I'm not worried about it.
I want some regular shit.
Well, there are Dave and Buster's that are doing comedy shows.
Yeah, there are. This one's not. This one's not even set up for it.
Yeah.
But look, we got to open up. It's got to be in Carlsbad. This is why.
Okay.
Wow.
People from Encinitas, La Costa, Rancho Santa Fe, Del Mar, they are not going to Oceanside or Vista.
No.
They have never even been.
They don't even know what it smells or looks like.
They will not go to those places.
I've got people that are relocating from North Carolina, driving up, and they're like, oh, don't stop in Oceanside.
Now, these butt fucks in Oceanside and Vista, which is where we are too, so fucking relax.
I mean, that's where we live and we take up residence.
Right.
But I could not open a business.
But these guys will go anywhere.
Yeah.
They'll go to Carlsbad. Everybody will go to Carlsbad.
I'll go to Carlsbad.
Even though the fucking cops are shit. But whatever.
I think I've been tagged a couple times by Carlsbad cops. Yeah. I've been tagged.
So, I mean, whatever. I don't, it's not a big deal, but for me, like, I'm not doing nothing wrong, so I don't really care. But at the same time, I don't want people coming to our club to get hassled by some fucking dickhead cops. I just want to go out and have fun.
Half of them that leave get hit by the train, so you're just doing the population.
Oh, you're talking Coyote over there now.
But yeah, that's no. I don't want to be down in that area. There's only one spot that I would go into if I had the opportunity. Is at 83 degrees.
Wow.
Because
down in that area.
No, but I'm saying I don't want to be in that area. But if it became available, that'd be the only spot I would take.
83 degrees.
Yeah.
They ain't going anywhere.
What are you talking about? They're fucking losing money every month.
They're hemorrhaging cash.
They are losing their ass.
They're hemorrhaging cash.
No, because the reason I like it is they got a parking lot.
Parking lot's big.
Right there. Yeah. It's a public parking lot.
Oh, no, I was there
Foot
just 2
Right.
weeks ago.
And
right there next door to the train.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
We walked over there.
There's a ton of tourists, local.
Yeah, parked right there.
So you'll be busy all year, and there's no comedy club, live music venue.
Yeah, their problem is that
because it's just another shitty bar, and there's tons of them.
See,
they're not a brewery; they don't brew.
The problem.
I heard the beer garden is open.
No, it's
this weekend.
And Porta Sub or Porta Pizza, whatever.
Beer garden right next to Yellow Deli.
Oh, the sausage shack.
Sausage shack.
Sausage and beer.
Nice. Dachas.
They're out there doing the hiring event today. We drove by.
Oh man, missed the party.
Yeah, it's going to be a sausage fest.
Great, Investa. Awesome.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Sausage and beers.
Yeah, I mean everywhere else you just got beer, and breakfast joint that closes at 2:00. It's closed now, so don't worry about that.
It's another joint, whatever. Yeah,
it's cool.
So I think that is I don't care that much for Carlsbad, but The reality is, Vista can't support a comedy club.
Well, you'd want one on the coast where you got various cities right there.
Right.
Not just inland where it's a rabbit hole community.
Yeah.
That's what Vista is.
True that.
A rabbit hole community.
They throw great parades and little festivals, though.
San Marcos is another one to consider, but here's my only thing is
the college town. That's hit and miss.
Right.
Those kids are coming in.
Yeah.
They're 18. And
I don't want those
broke.
fuckers anyway.
Yeah, they're
exactly.
broke.
They ain't spending $20 a ticket.
My mom always like, oh, the area is a college town. What the fuck for? Why?
They're broke.
I remember when I was in school, I was a piece of shit.
But I would actually buy a residential and cater to the fucking kids on that aspect. But I could not hang out there for entertainment. I could not. No.
Those fuckers are broker than broke. Plus, it's not even a real fucking college.
No, they're spending $60,000 a fucking semester, dude.
Yeah,
they didn't spend no money. They're already in
becomes
debt.
a ghost town. Summertime.
Yeah. But
we're looking, North County. We're looking.
Somehow we got to make this thing happen, man.
Do something.
One way or another, we're gonna make it happen.
I mean, you could always get that damn tour bus and you can park. And
yeah, we're doing.
Right there.
We're doing that, and we're gonna pop up. We're gonna pop up.
Oh, is that pop up?
We'll do pop ups
now.
There's
parking lots
with
all
the
around
bus.
The coast.
No, we'll do that. We'll do pop up.
Like pop ups.
Can you do that, or do you have to get a permit?
You probably got it. Well, dude, there's people all up and down the coast that are sitting there playing drums, guitar, and sitting there just.
I know, but as soon as you get any kind of a crowd, then they're like, fucking.
They see money being exchanged.
Right.
You got to have a piece of it. Yeah, they're Nazis. So why don't we just have government employee tags on us and say we're just doing your job? Wink, wink. Oh,
wink, wink. Here's your job. Slip Carl's bad.
We'll figure it out.
There's
options. There's always options, baby.
We will
follow the money. Follow the money. That's what I'm saying.
Tune in here. Raul, you back? Hey, you back from Puerto Rico? What's up, dude?
Is there some free real estate out there? I heard it's the place to go, man.
On the recovery zone.
That's a sad thing, man. That the corruption is keeping that place from being rebuilt. You know.
It's privatized. You go over there and buy it. Did you hear about it?
Bill McDonald's.
The mayor came out and said we're privatized.
Well, thanks for watching, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. Absolutely. So, how long are we on? Hour and a half. I don't know. I was thinking, I had stuff all week I was thinking in my head. But now none of it sounds interesting. No, like, I just, it's almost like taking in a way, taking like the fun out of everything, man. Just the direction that everything's going in. And that's why I say I'm done like worrying about it. I'm done like watching what I say. I'm just going to say whatever I feel and talk about whatever I want to talk about. When it comes to, what's that?
Raul said he's in Puerto Rico for good, brother.
What?
He said he's not coming back.
Shut up.
That's what he said.
Is he by himself, or did he move the whole family, or what?
Now he needs to elaborate.
Fuck yeah, I'll come over there and check it out for sure. Did he take? Did you take the whole family over there? What's up? You gotta call me. Call me and message me, and we can talk.
About real estate?
Huh? No.
You're serious, man.
Dude, I was over there, and that place was a blast, man. I had fun.
Well, I know. A buddy just came back from over there, and he said, dude, you got to buy some property over there. It's either that or Vegas.
Fuck that.
You can get $120,000
Vegas right now
Vegas
is
because
holy shit.
Let me tell you.
But everybody's saying stay away from it.
There's a $1 billion stadium being built in Vegas right now. So real estate is going up.
Who's got that?
Raiders.
Contract?
Who's got that?
Raiders.
Who's building it? Who's building it?
Doesn't matter.
It's $1 billion
bring more business.
already put over in that area. That real estate.
But what I look at like this. I've been looking at condos and townhouses and stuff.
Owns a couple condos over there.
And you can pick one up for like under $100,000.
20 grand
In Vegas?
Yeah.
120 grand.
Well, I mean, you got to be careful where.
Right. No, my
Because
buddy
there's
told
some
me.
bad neighborhoods.
My buddy told me go to Pahrump. Because it's like the main fuel line for Vegas. So You can be on the outskirts. You can be good. Pahrump is the place. I'm like, okay. 58,000.
City of Clark.
58,000.
You can get cheap. I've seen a bunch of 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You know, we're just gonna go. You got to keep in mind you can't rent the shit out.
You can't.
No, you can't. Vegas, you cannot do the Airbnb shit.
Airbnb
They'll fucking break your legs.
What about renting it?
Yeah, no, it's still mafia controlled.
You can rent it out.
Or Soros controlled.
But
George Soros controlled. Soros is deep in Vegas.
Oh shit!
That's what he
Sorry
said.
to hear that, but
All right then.
yeah, you know.
He is?
Yeah, for sure. Message me. Fuck yeah, Raul. I haven't heard from him in forever, dude. I gotta go, dude. He's over there. Oh my god. All right, we'll leave that alone. But yeah, I'm sure you're having way too much fun. But God, that'd be crazy. Anyway, yeah, Vegas. I heard is the one of the top five places to stay away from. Why? I don't know, dude. It's cheap.
Because it's cheap. It's not the entertainment capital it once was. It's still controlled, mafia controlled. Don't let no one tell you differently. And it's just a hard town to, raise a family, dude. Other things, but
Fuck
that's
that.
not the
We're only
purpose.
going out there for a minute.
For a minute. Let's do it.
Like we're going to the weekend just to go hang out.
Make your money.
Why pay for a hotel and shit? Like before, I used to gamble a lot, and I didn't have to pay for a hotel.
True that.
Right. So
Right.
now I'm not gambling like
I got a
that.
house in Pahrump.
So I would have to pay for
Cruise over to
a
Vegas.
place to stay.
Right.
But why not
I don't
like
know. Yeah.
for that cheap?
58,000 for.
And then all my friends,
25,000
family,
square
whatever
feet.
can stay there when they go.
For 2,500.
I don't give a shit if they pay it or not.
500 square feet, 58,000. That's like 500 grand over here, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea.
That's Rick's garage.
That's Rick's garage, baby.
Alone.
You know, I wish I had
500K.
Rick's garage.
You know, if you had some friends that had a little loot and were trustworthy-ish, where you could you get like 4 or 5 people together, and you all buy this place, and then everybody stays there when they go out there, because you're not going to go out there.
And
You could probably stay there like 10 times a year and be all right.
But when you run into conflicts, like it's a holiday. and
it's my
everybody wants to
weekend,
be
and so
there.
everybody
No,
wants to be
but
there. No, we'll work it out.
Yeah, you won't have a problem, dude. If you're
Not at all.
friends and shit, 4 people buying a place, your monthly part is probably like $200,
Easily
done, and you got a spot.
Yeah.
It's your place.
Looking to formulate a business pact, invest in some property in Pahrump and outside of Las Vegas.
But I think I don't know. I think that would be kind of cool. But you know what? I want to be as close to the Strip as possible.
Really?
I'm not living there.
I'll get something in Old Vegas. I won't get nothing in down.
I'm not.
Vegas.
No,
I want Old Vegas.
why?
Give me Old Vegas. Give me
I'm
Old
not
Vegas.
living there. I'm there just for the weekend for the action. That's it. Have some fun. I want to be able to walk from my place.
Is the Stratosphere there? No. Stratosphere still there?
It's not even in the county of Clark. It's outside of Vegas County.
I want to be on the Strip.
Old Vegas, baby.
I don't
Down by
like Old
Fremont.
Vegas. Fuck that.
Down by Fremont,
Have you seen
baby.
all the freaks out there? The fucking freak
Freaks on a
show?
leash? Freaks on a leash.
Fuck
Stratosphere.
that.
Olympic
Nah,
Garden.
I'm cool.
I'm having flashbacks of my boys' trip to Vegas.
I am super fucking racist. When it comes to spending my time with people, I want it to be with the fluent people.
Oh, okay.
I want it to be with fucking the right people. I'm not interested in fucking hanging out where my life could end at any time.
Sorry, Mr. Rick.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Well, we
Cooler with
figured
Mickey
this out.
Mouse.
Just don't go to any country shows while being in Vegas. You'll be completely
Shut
fine.
up.
Yeah.
It's anniversary of that, isn't it? Coming up.
It is actually.
Who wants to celebrate that? That's what I don't understand. All this fucking.
Yeah.
So, like this last week, they were celebrating and I'm using the word celebrate, but the plane that crashed in San Diego, the
that's
PSA
right, the PSA
plane.
plane. Yep.
Why would you want to bring that up? Why is it important to acknowledge that day? Let's Let's forget about it.
Depressing memories.
Let's forget about the fucking day like it never happened. Isn't that what we should do with tragedies? Act like the fucking thing never happened. But let's bring it back up and relive all the memories of our loved ones dying and shit. Why? Why would you do that? You're not honoring the people. You're fucking dredging up old memories.
The people who are behind that did this want to remind themselves on those trophy moments in life that made
But this plane crashed into a Cessna. It was an accident. You know, it wasn't bombing. It wasn't nothing. It was just a freak accident that happened. One of the deadliest crashes in San Diego County history. Why would you want to bring that back up? Why would you want to fucking relive it? Why?
Yeah,
they were doing in Balboa Park a documentary, a movie about it. Why?
Actually, the biggest crash in San Diego was Marsha Fry. Boom! Bitches. Marsha Fry. Boom! Bitches.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you bring that up? Why would you want to relive it? Why? What is the value of it?
A community was built around that. It's the remembrance. There's maybe money. I don't know. It's a money thing.
I don't understand it.
There's a money thing. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Insurance, money.
The whole and the whole 9/11 thing. I mean, they say it's a remembrance of these people. You know, like honoring these people.
Did you say something? You said, "Hey, they say." So she picked up on your.
Look, I never even said talk to me.
No, you said, "Hey, they say," and so she thought you said, "Hey Siri." I saw it when she's.
And then look at the bitch. She's trying to start something.
Ugly people too.
Did I say anything like that?
Yes, you did. You said,
ugly
"Hey,
people."
They say, remember to tell me about," and you said, "That's ugly and it's ugly," and so she added ugly people to your reminder. Fine, Sierra's badass right there.
Right?
No, this bitch has it out for me.
Have you ever asked her what
she literally just put ugly people on Rick's reminder.
That's so hilarious.
Oh my
you ever
God.
ask her what 0 minus 0 is?
No, ask her what am I.
I called her a bitch one day, and you know what she said? That is completely inappropriate. Yeah.
Hey, ask her what should you dress up for Halloween?
She'll have some fucking smart.
Oh yeah.
Watch. I'm gonna remove that for one. No. Yeah, because I didn't ask for it, stupid.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
She just heard stupid.
Yeah, you finally did one thing I fucking asked.
Ask her what you're going to dress up for Halloween.
Asked for.
Ask her what should you dress up for Halloween.
I didn't ask you to fucking put nothing on my reminder.
Ask her what you should dress up for Halloween.
This bitch, I don't even like her. Come on. I don't even like her accent.
You messed up her voice. She used to be cute. Ask her, what should I dress up for Halloween?
All right, Siri. Are you there? Stupid. Fucking bitch is there when I don't want her.
Just say it. Hey Siri, what should I dress up like for
Siri,
Halloween?
what should I dress up as for Halloween? Look, the fucking silent treatment now.
Hey Siri.
Are you there? Stupid.
Well, folks, that's technology.
Look.
Okay, I deleted it. No, now ask her.
It took that long?
Yeah.
Fucking inefficient bitch.
Brain fart.
Oh, what?
Why do you have her sounding like a 60-year-old?
No, he does. He has her all slowed down and everything.
That's like a 60-year-old British.
He didn't do what his kids
Siri,
did.
what should I dress up as for Halloween? I don't want you anywhere near me, fucker.
A pirate.
I hate
I'll be
you.
your co-pirate.
You're the fucking worst ever.
Oh my God. So
why a pirate? Why a pirate?
So she can do her little joke. So she can be a co-pirate. Ask her again.
Oh, co-pirate. That's a joke. That's a shitty joke.
Ask her again.
Siri, you have no sense of humor.
Sorry, I'm not sure I understand.
Well, yeah, because you don't have a sense of humor.
Ask her what 0 divided by 0 is.
0 divided by 0?
Yeah, ask her.
Imagine that you have 0 cookies and you split them evenly among 0 friends. How many cookies does each person get? See, it doesn't make sense. The Cookie Monster is sad that there are no
Cookies.
And you were sad that you have no friends.
What? Huh? Am I the only one that has a shit talking Siri?
No, that was programmed. What's the other one? You can ask her.
Why are fire trucks red?
Are these already known?
Yeah, no, they've got a bunch
Hey
of.
Siri, why are fire trucks red?
Here's what I found
Enunciate.
Why are fire trucks
And we won't do
red?
this all day, folks. This is just GP.
I've never seen any of this shit. That's how old I am. Wow, that's deep. Huh? That is deep.
And there goes Mark on his little phone call.
All right, well,
He's got to meet his connect. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't do that
that was
on a regular basis.
that was a trip right there.
We're going to lose our
The
feet.
blind rule is crumbling.
See, he's bouncing.
Huh?
He's out. He's out.
All right, so
We'll reschedule the date for the Pelon and Chubby
Yeah.
next show series. We do want to get number 4.
we are not going anywhere. We just have to regroup, find a place that can host our show, and get a good crowd and all that. Anyway, we got some work to do, but we've had a blast today. It's that Wednesday that we love. We get to hang out with you guys. We appreciate some of the old joining us again, some of the new.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, it's been cool. This is what we do every Wednesday at 6:30. Tune in. This is the behind-the-scenes view of the recording of the Pelon and Chubby podcast. Thank you. Tell a friend. Share it. Do whatever. Check us out on Podbean or whatever your favorite is. Go to your browser, type in Pelon and Chubby, and you can hear our recorded, professionally edited version of the show that you've seen tonight. And then you can tell your friends to tune in. We are looking for, obviously, sponsors of the show. We're looking for venues to do our show in. We are looking for investors to spend some money on this show to make it bigger and better than it already is. So if you fall into any of those categories and you want to jump on the wagon before this shit blows up and becomes expensive, by all means, jump in. Water's warm. But until next Wednesday, we are the Pelon and Chubby Show. Thank you for tuning in. Until we see you again, see ya.
Good night, everybody.